Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Ethereum. Before we jump into the price action, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. Okay, so within this, we're still looking at the same possibilities, looking at the possibility that we either have a high end here and we're actually beginning this progression down for this B wave, looking to actually come back down into these ranges here of this 1448 to this 1192 zone. So technically speaking, we could be forming something like this where we get a bigger ABC pattern. Alternatively, there is some bearish counts here where we can actually look at some potential extensions within this, where we could actually look to progress down in an impulsive manner. So we need to keep an eye on these things and see how we progress for as long as we actually hold above this 1461, even though it is starting to become less likely the more time that carries on. There is still that potential for that possibility that we could actually see this bigger five-wave structure here, but we would only get a confirmation by actually breaking back to the upside here and getting up towards this 20,076 range. So this is still viable for as long as this 1461 area holds. But, like I said, the longer that this takes to play out, the less likely that it becomes. So we're gonna have to just see how this does play out. If we continue to break down and fail to move back above these swing highs here, like the 1676, and basically the high of this move here, the 1742, this can look for this continuation to the downside where we could actually look to develop potentially into some kind of a channel, something like this. And we could just look to continue to grind to the downside here in a more corrective structure. Even if we do get another move down here effectively, this is what we'd be looking at if I just throw um, this channel on here. Okay, actually, I've already got the channel there. Let's get rid of that. Then, basically, within this, we could argue that we're developing within this channel, like I said, and we could look to actually move back down here for this fifth wave. So for the time being, I am still looking at this possibility of dropping down for a fifth wave here. It needs to do so pretty soon though, because otherwise it starts to become a bit disproportionate here within the wave structure. There is that potential that we have some kind of a triangle developing here that we could see a triangle develop into this range, but we did come up into the 1600 area to this 1570 area that we were talking about, and basically, we can see we're forming this rising channel here. These do tend to break to the downside, so it will be interesting to see exactly how deep we come off the back of this. The one-to-one of this A wave is this 1499, so that would be an area I'd be looking out for if we do look to push down past this fifth wave area, which would be this 1518 to this 1534. So this is still possible, but really we would want to start to break down sooner rather than later within this move because otherwise, like I said, it starts to get a bit disproportionate in size. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in the short term here. If we do actually continue to the upside here and we take this area of this 1639, we'd have to potentially then treat this as just a completed move here. So that could either be that the C wave is completed into here, but I don't really like that. Or alternatively, what we could get here is that this forms an A wave down here. We form a B wave to the upside, potentially even come retest this channel that we lost, and then look for that continuation down for that C wave to the downside. And then this becomes, rather than an A, B, and a C, a W, X, and a Y. Looking at this as the A wave here. So there is a couple of ways of counting this move to the downside as well, so we need to just bear that in mind within the count. There's multiple ways of looking at this thing. You could look at it in this manner, where actually we've got our X connected wave here, and then from this point you would have this as an A, a B, and then a C wave to the downside here. So with these two options, either we're looking to complete this move with this as an a B, and a C, or alternatively, this could just be a WXY where we got zigzag pattern within here, and then effectively, we've got this move here where we're going to complete this 5 wave move down, and then look to retrace back to the upside. So that's the basic gist of what we're looking at within this. There is also that potential that we could see this move develop into a more impulsive structure. And the way that I'd be looking at that would be at something like this, where we look at this as a wave one and a two, and then basically we're looking to start to form this deeper third wave. But we would only get confirmation by actually breaking down much lower here, past this to the zone of this 1397 area. And that would also take out this fourth wave area, which would then be looking would invalidate any further extension of this move to the upside off of here. But really, like I said, until we actually take this low point here, we need to just be aware that this could still move to the upside and take this high. So we got to just see how this develops. For the most part, I am still looking for that possibility of coming down one more time here in a fifth wave. If this does extend out deeper here, we'd have to then start looking at the possibility that we have a 1-2-1-2, and then we actually look to break deeper for this third, if that's the case. Alternatively, we could argue that potentially within here, come onto a smaller time frame. I don't really like it, but we could say that we have a truncated fifth wave in here, and then effectively we're looking for a corrective move to the upside from here. So within this move here, we can argue, potentially that could be a truncated fifth. So if we do move back up here um, to a higher zone, this would be the next area I'd be looking for that rejection, would be this 1644 to this 1600 area. And what we could get here, if we do have a truncation within this, effectively is an a B, and we get a C wave to the upside here, looking to target up into this zone. So if we do come back up here, this would be an interesting zone here. This golden pocket area, the 1623 to the 1618, could retest this, fail that, and then actually look to break down. Alternatively, if this does look to push up higher here, potentially we could come up here towards the zone of the 1658 and then look for a rejection higher up here. But the 786 is this 1644 off of the current zone that we have. So that's what I'd be looking out for. If we only form three-wave structure to the upside here, then it would indicate to me that we're going to see continuation to the downside. And if we did move up into those zones, we could start to argue then that potentially within here we have another one and a two, and then we could look for that deeper retracement for that third wave. So keep an eye on this area. I am still looking for that possibility to come down one more time, but if we do actually move up towards this 618 area, you know, if we're looking for this potential of an impulse, we'd actually have to then break down past this 1422. So that would be looking at this as potentially, like I said, a one coming up in here for a two. Then we break down for that three, four, and a five. And then that would actually look to bring us down towards this target range that we would be looking for this third wave here. So keep an eye on that. If we fail to develop this additional fifth wave here, we can then potentially argue that this is completed as a truncation here for this fifth. Alternatively, we could argue that we are still looking for that possibility to come back down one more time. So whether this comes down one more time here or not, I would still be, if we do move up, I would still be looking for a potential to get rejection within this zone. And then from there, we'd have to see how deep exactly we can. If we just came rather down to this 1-to-1, which would be this 1496, then we could just look at this as basically an a B, and a C. And then that would fit into that idea that within here, we've got this potentially as a wave. This is, well, it would have to be a WXY then, but this would be a W, this would be an X. We get a Y down to this zone here. And then potentially we could look for that for a move to the upside. And then that move to the upside is going to be important. Whether that move can manage to take out some of these swing highs here and actually break back above this high point will indicate whether that potentially bullish option is still viable, or alternatively, whether we're just going to look for that continuation down into this zone here, this 1448 to this 1192. So those are the things that we're looking out for. We'll try to keep you up to date once things become a bit more clear. But for the most part, I'm still looking for that potential to come down one more time here in a fifth. If, however, this starts to break down deeper, then we can start looking for that potential that we've got extension within the waves. Either looking at this, like I said, as a diagonal into here, and then looking for the potential of this to extend out as a bigger 5-wave move, or alternatively, it could just be an A or W, an X, and a Y to the downside. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. Once in the general chat area, just mention a member of staff and we'll be happy to help you out with anything you may need. Also in the description you'll find affiliate links for BYBIT and PrimeXBT, both great exchanges that we use regularly when we do our trading. If you do not have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care out there.